everybody. You are with Toni Tessler. We're going to do some different crafting today. We're going to make some earrings using some of our Stampin' Up accessories and things. So give me just a minute to find the video on my Facebook page so I can see it, see what you're seeing. Let me, sometimes this goes quicker than other times. So let me restart it. Notification, yeah. Oh, there I am. Okay. And I've got comments, volume turned down. So you may notice I've got my, my camera is closer. I've got it, I could go a little lower, but I wanted you to really be able to see what I'm doing with the jewelry making. So that's why if you noticed it's lower, that is on purpose. Okay, looks like I'm good. Okay, so let me just give you a minute to get on here. But let me show you some things, some fun things I've gotten in the mail. So a group of my stamping girls, my friends, we are gonna we're gonna make napkin cards next month. We're gonna work on those together but separately. So the idea was we all sent each other a napkin or two. And these are the ones I sent because I had picked them up at Hobby Lobby. I like this plaid. And then leaves are my favorite, so I like these with all this gold bits in them. So these are the ones I sent out. And then yesterday, I started getting some in the mail. So let me move these around. So I got these fun ones, very pretty, from Peggy. I love this flower and the bird. And a big napkin, this is really nice. Because we can get more than one card out of it. And this nice paisley. So I don't worry about these, the seams or the folds or anything, because the way we're going to put our, we have to put this on some adhesive anyway and put it on a piece of cardstock. And I've never been able to get it where there's no creases or wrinkles or anything like that. And maybe that's just me not being able to do it right. But I've never had a pristine, wrinkle-free thing anyway, so I don't worry about that. But I am going to set these out, and we're going to use them. I'm going to use them next month, and then I'll have samples. So those were Peggy's. Love them, Peggy. And then Beth sent these from her mom's house in Florida, which cracks me up. We're never too old to raid our mom's stash, right? So look at these fun ones. Nice flowers. So we could, mount this on a card and then have our greeting there. That's going to be really pretty. And the cool thing is about these napkins, like, you can pretty much get 4 cards out of it, no matter what size it is. And you'll peel this up. And you can certainly Google about how to make napkin cards. I'm not going to do that today, but... And you can see I cut my fingernails recently, so I can't really grab this. Ugh. But you peel these layers off. So that's a fun one. And look at this, pretty with the writing and this reminds me of stamp sets that we've had in the past. So I really like those. So thank you, Beth. And 1 sip of coffee, and then I'm going to go show you what my fun mail for the week was. Okay, so first one, Halloween card from Lori. I love little Frankie. Have a fantastic Halloween. So this is like, she die cut this part and then ran it through an embossing folder and then cut out this little bat and popped him up, and little pumpkin, he's popped up, and this cute little tag. Oh, you know what? I need to bring this down a little bit, don't I? And then a little rub on the inside. I love it. I love, love, love it. And then Peggy made this really cool This is called a waterfall card. And it just, you pull it and you get all these different little squares, little scenes. And then of course this guy, pull. I love it. So you can definitely look up on Split Coast Stampers. They have a good tutorial on waterfall cards. And this, I like that she put it in this, like there's a belly band here. And that's where it's all attached. I don't know if you can see that. That is a good idea. But it's just fun just to pull it and read all the things. So we've got bats. You light up the place with that smile on your face. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Witchy, witchy, screamy, screamy, happy, happy, Halloweeny. And then trick or treat. That is totally cute. Nice. So with that, let's get into, let me move this a little bit out of the way so I can still see comments. You know, say hi if you're here live. If you're on replay, do hashtag replay so I can see that you're here watching. So we're gonna do, I did not make these earrings at a time. The week got ahead of me, and we're just gonna make these together as we go. So I'm gonna make 2 sets using different Stampin' Up products. So I'm gonna make some out of the bats, and these are so big, I'm not quite decided yet on if I'm gonna use both these pieces for each one. So we're gonna work on these second. The first ones we're gonna work on using these cute Acorn Trinkets. The minute I saw these, I thought they would be such cute danglers. And you know, I used them as dangles on my art journal, but I thought, how cute would they be for earrings too? Now I will say, I had trouble finding something that would match these because these are more like coppery, bronzy. I don't know. The closest thing I could find was like this distressed looking thing. So the bits I had first were gold. I took a class years ago at Joann's on jewelry making, like basic jewelry making, and we made a pair of earrings and a bracelet. And I'm one of those that I take the class and I get all the stuff for it because I'm full in. So I had these eye pins, and you know, these just do not match. So I had to go hunt for these. All right, some basic tools that we're gonna use. So I need some O-rings, and I've got 2 different sizes. These bigger ones came in this multi-pack, and then I got a little packet of 4mm ones. So I'm not quite sure which size I'm gonna use right yet. All right, so we'll put those off. We've got our acorns, our jump rings, our earring fixins stuff. And I've got to open these up. And we're just going to do a basic, like there's going to be beads, and then the acorn will dangle at the bottom. And I hope I don't want to spill these. And I like this style of earring best, if I can get this open. Excuse me. I forget what they call this, but I like this style. And I'm not really a fan. I usually end up having to bend it more because it'll stick out your ear like this. And I want it to be more like that. So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and bend them right now. And then I've got stoppers to put on the backs of them. That doesn't look the same. I wonder if these are 2 different sizes. I tell you, this really doesn't help having short nails right now, but we're going to make the best of it. Okay. I think that's going to work. All right, so we've got our earrings. These are the larger O-rings. I'm just going to pull out a couple of these just in case I need them, because like I said, I'm not decided on which size I'm going to use yet, but these are bigger. I'm trying to think. I think that's all I need. But these aren't going far, so that's okay. And then these eye pins. So there's 2 different styles of pins when you're making jewelry, like earrings like this. The eye pins, oh, and they're both in here. Look at that. Okay. So these straight ones, this is if you're just gonna stack some beads up on here and make your earring and have nothing hanging off the end. All right, I'm glad that there's both of those in there because I just wanted the eye pins. The eye ones, they have this little eye at the end. That's what they call that. And that's what we're gonna use to dangle our acorn off of. And then we'll build up our beads just like the regular straight pin. All right, so that was a happy find. All right, let me throw this away. Then I've got beads. So we've got our pieces, our acorns, our O-rings, our earrings, our eye pins. Then I wanted some beads to stack on here. And I found that I got these by accident. I mean, I got them on purpose because they were gold, bronzy, and pretty. But then I didn't realize they have 2 holes in them. And that's not going to work for anything that I have, any plans. So those, I'm going to have to find the receipt and take those back. All right. Then I've also got, like I said, when I take a class, I go all in. And I've got some, I may use some of these. I'm going to use these for the bat earrings. But I don't know if I want to use some of these gold pieces or not. I'm going to have to see how they will look. So I'm just going to put these off to the side where I can see them. And hopefully they will not get knocked over. All right, so I'm going to use a little tray. And I've got to open this up. You need something to hold your beads, that's all. So they don't scatter all over the place. All right, so my comments, I don't see any comments. That's weird. I never know if it's just me or if it's Facebook or whatever. All right, so let's put some of these here. And let me get another container. Oh wait, here's another lid. So I've saved some of these containers just because they come in handy later when you get accessories. I don't think they all come like this anymore. The bigger containers, I mean, the halvesies, yes. Half sizes. All right, let's open these up. Whoa. All right, now these ones are different sizes. This is interesting. Different shapes, I should say. Crystal Sunset 2-hole gem duo. They all look the same style. I guess I was thinking duo meant there was 2 different styles, but no matter. That is gonna look pretty. That like really shines, shimmers and shines in the light. Now I like having the difference. I think this is all gonna look good together. All right, and then I've got a couple of pliers. Hey Sue, this was like I said, when I took the jewelry making class, it was, I had, you know, there was a little kit. So there's pliers. I've actually used these as cutters when I cut my dies apart. Like some companies, you get dies and they're all attached and you have to snip them. So that's what I use these for, but they come in handy. And then regular pliers and then rounded pliers. These are what I'm going to use mostly. And then I found these in my stash. These were, I bought, they're probably 25 years old. Different tweezers, just in case I need them. We'll, you know, I don't know what we're going to need. Okay. So Sue, you are just in time for, we're actually going to get started. I did not make any of these ahead of time because I just didn't have time this week. So I'm starting with eye pins. Now, since you're here, tell me if this is, if the camera's poked down, if it's far enough down that you can actually see what I'm doing. Because I could go down, I could drop it maybe another 3 inches or so. That's it. So let me know if this is a good enough view. All right, so all I'm gonna start doing is stacking up some beads. And I'm gonna start with 3 and see how I like. Nope, I'm gonna go 4. It's pretty good. Okay, like good enough. 4, and then I can't tell where this hole is, so oh wait, there, I see part of it. Oh, that's like that. I am not a fan of a sideways. I wonder if this will go up this way. Could be a little closer. Okay. Actually, let me time out and do that then, because I don't want to get too far into it. All right, hold please while we go a little bit. Okay. What do you think about that? Is that some better? Actually, I want to come over here a little. Straighten out. Sorry for the ride. Is that some closer? And then I can get this out of the way so you could see just that it's on white. Okay. At least from the screen I can see up here, it was hard to tell until you started doing stuff. Yeah. True. All right, so I don't think I'm going to be liking these beads because they don't go the direction I want. So you know what? All right, I'm going to put these back because I don't want to lose them. This is disappointing that you can't tell with the beads which way the holes go until you open them. At least I didn't have to crack this one open, like rip the paper, so I should be able to take that back. All right, let's go to my stash and see. The thing is, I don't want anything big and clunky. Like these I intended to make like badge lanyards with. Excuse me. But let's see, maybe these gold ones. Maybe I'll just have gold and brown because I like that too. All right. Sue, look at this that I found too in my jewelry thing. Do you remember this? Like the shrinky dink, and then I poked holes in them. I had grand ideas. This was Fanciful Favorites. Sorry about your holes being wrong. Yeah, me too, Sue. But anyway, these, I've got to figure out a way that I could still use them. Maybe put something. That's just so funny. I got a whole pile of those. All right, so I'm having a hard time getting these out of the container. I've almost got it, and then we'll get going. Oh my God. Those things are old, aren't they, Sue? Shrinky Dink, I still have a bunch of that stuff. Unbelievable. All right, I think that'll be good. All right, so I've got 4. Now I may change my mind. Like I said, I didn't do this ahead of time. We're just gonna wing it. Okay, 3, and then a gold one, and then let me do 3 more. Now the idea with this bead stacking, no, actually I'm gonna do 2 more. Yeah, the bead stacking is, I'm gonna stack the beads until it gets up to about here. And then I have to twist this, curl it down, so I can attach it to this. All right, so that is the general idea. All right, 3, and then a gold, and then 2. And then we'll do 2 more. See how this looks. Yeah, and then I've got to keep it. I can only go to about here. So maybe this time I'll do 1 and a little one of these. Hey, Gail. I had a few episodes with beads not being the right thing, but all right, I think I like this. And then this will be my dangler. So I did 3. Again, I've got an eye pin, and I did 3 of the brown beads, a gold thing, 2 more brown beads, another gold thing. My idea is, you know, I want both the earrings to be the same. So this is good. Oops, let me go one more and see. It's just check, you know, hit her, see what I'm doing and check it. All right, I like that. Yeah, I like it with the 2 at the top, and that's enough of a curve. All right, so now you take these rounded pliers, and I want to grab it like right about there, and twist down. And I'm going to want to curve this, like make it a perfect loop, but I put it on the earring first, just like that. All right, and now the trick is to hold these in place with my fingers, and then curve this piece. Wait a sec. This is where I need another set of hands. All right, I need to curve this. So I want to make it like this end, make it that wire, like a closed loop. And it's tricky that I can only have it so close to my face. Ugh. All right, I apologize for the dead air, but I can't really talk and do all this at the same time. All right, I'm just trying to, these are pretty sturdy. All right, I've got it in a loop, and now, so you see how that's just hanging open? So I want to close that. Okay, oh, perfect. All right, so that is what I wanted. See how the loop is closed? It's smashed. All right, nice. Okay, so that's one, and I'm gonna put the dangles on at the end. Now I wanna do my same, I wanna make the other earring the same. So I start again with the eye pin. Now here's the thing, these came in a certain size, like this was the size they made. If you wanted this to be smaller, you would just take these snips and clip it so you could make a shorter dangle. Like this is, let me hold it up to my face. Yeah, that's a good size for me. Depends where your shoulder is. All right, so let's go here. 3 beads, 3 brown ones. Yeah, I really am gonna have to find that Hobby Lobby receipt so I can take those other 2 beads back, because I don't even think they were on sale, which is even more disappointing. All right, and then this gold little oblong one. If my eyeballs would work. All right. And then I did 2. Now I've got some really chunky beads that I could have used, but I wanted it to really go with, you know, those beads were chunkier than my dangle, than my acorn. So I didn't want to do that. So that's why I went with this size. All right, so 2, and then one of these jobs, and then 1, and oops, what's that doing there? And then one of these square ones. Is that what that is? Yeah. Nope, that looks bigger. Trying to see if I've got the same thing. No, let me go back to my drawer because I want it to be this same piece. exactly one other one exactly like that. So glad I found it. All right, and then finish with 2 more brown beads. Okay. And then again, this is gonna be, I've got to take this and make a loop. So I'm grabbing it right at the tip and then just rolling it. That's how these rounded pliers really help too, is making this a rounded edge. I'm gonna try to get this a little bit more before I hook it on the earring. All right, tricky, holding everything in place. Okay, and now I think I should just be able to squeeze this. I know it feels like I'm moving this around a lot, and I am, because it's just hard getting it into a good spot. All right, I'm gonna pull this down a little bit more and then just squeeze it. So can you see how that loop, I need that to be closed. So I'm gonna try to drag it down a little bit more and then move it around this way. Maybe hold it this way. This is where sometimes you feel like you need a bunch more hands. And I think I've almost got it. I just need to pinch it closed. Man, this is wiggly. All right, hold this in place. I feel like it got bent a little bit more. All right, now I'm just gonna try to squeeze this loop together. There. Come on. There. Shoo! All right. So only a little bit of finagling. Now with these O-rings, now I'm ready to, so I've got my 2 earrings that are the same. I'm ready to attach the dangles. And this is why I got 2 different sizes of the O-rings, because I didn't know how big, you know, what size I'm gonna need. So let me try this one first. So this is where I use both sides of the, or both pliers. I'll hold this in one with my left hand. Now O-rings, some people pull them apart like that. And I believe when I took my class, the teacher said that was not a good idea, that she preferred that we bent it like sideways, like that. And I don't know exactly why. I mean, I imagine it's it compromises the metal too much, but I don't know the exact reasons. All right, so and I'm just holding this up to see. That looks very big. So that O-ring looks a little too big. So let's try, get that out of the way. Let's see if the smaller one. And the only reason I'm not sure about the smaller one is how big this piece is and how wide. It's got to be, it's got to work around that. All right, so let me get my other pliers again, and oops. See, this is the tricky part, is holding everything together. All right, so I open that, and I need this to go on both of these. Okay, I think this is gonna be better. All right, and then for me, I'm just gonna hold it with my left and bend this O-ring back with my right. Ah, nice, okay. Well, I must tell you, this looks pretty phallic, but I do like the acorns. That is funny. I don't know if I can wear these. I might have to put some ribbon or something around that. That is hysterical. Okay. All right, so let me do this other one. So I'm going to hold this with the 1 pliers, open it up with these, boop, and see about getting these in here. This is just funny the way this turned out. All right, come on. Like, how much do I have to open this up? All the way. All right, let's get the acorn and get it through here. And then I'm gonna grab it with my left hand. And then just smash, push this O-ring back together. Okay, so that is our beaded acorn earrings that, yeah, they look pretty funny to me. But I'm still gonna wear them. I just don't know how I'm gonna not laugh about it. This is just, but they're pretty easy. And if you don't want to make earrings, you can make some other dangle with them. But would you wear these? I'm going to. I just like the fact that these I thought were a good fall earring, accessory. Okay, let me put these gold things away. Cute. You don't think they look like little weenies, Sue? Because that's what I'm guessing. That's what I think they look like. But I am going to wear them. And I will take pictures. Sure. I will take pictures. I'm actually going to wear the Halloween ones today that we're going to make next. Because I've got a video conference at work. And I'm going to be all Halloweened today. So, cute enough. They're making me laugh, though. Okay, so let me put a lid on these. Or no, I'll just put these right back in here. How about that? And then we'll get out the Halloween ones. And it's going to be the same idea. I've got some dangles and some beads that we're going to work with. All right, put these away. Was this the right? Nope, that's the right lid. Put that away. And this one. We're done with that. Okay. Now for bats. So what I did for the bats, I used the Hallows Magic in the Night, that suite of stuff, and that has the dies. So I cut 2 sets facing each other and glued them together out of the black glitter paper to make my bats. And you can see my glitter paper is from last year, so it's thicker, and you see this white edge to it. And that's okay, but I'm going to take a Sharpie before we get much further and cover these edges. And I just glued it, like I used the liquid glue, and I ran it completely over. And I made a complete mess. So I did that on wax paper so that the glue, I could just get it. It wouldn't stick to paper because I didn't want white paper bits sticking. All right, so this Sharpie is working perfectly. And that's the only reason I'm doing this is because I don't want this white edge. And there was no way around it because the glitter paper I used had like a white backing. And I didn't want to peel that off just because I didn't want to make it less sturdy. So I thought this would be the lesser of 2 evils, to just Sharpie it, and this will be perfect anyway. All right, so I'm putting that. So yeah, that's the only thing. One more, my glimmer paper from last year. That's the bad thing, is that it sheds, whereas the paper that we have in the catalog now does not shed any of this glitter. So you won't have any of this schmutz laying around on your paper. But I still have another probably pack and a half or so, because last year when it came out, you never know what they're going to carry from year to year. And I like the black glitter paper, so I was like, oh, I better double down on this. So I always have some, and then here I am having to use it all up, because now the stuff that we have this year is better. That's just how it works sometimes. All right, and I'm going to put that over here. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use both of these on one earring. I mean, because let's bring this back in. Like, you know, I don't want anything too long. So I may just go with one. I'm not decided on that yet. So hopefully my decision will be made when I'm done coloring these. All right. So yeah, yesterday our weather here in Maryland was like 75 degrees. Today it's supposed to get up to 80. I feel like I'm down in Florida with Gail and Sue, because it's the middle of October. It's not supposed to be this warm. At least up here it's not. All right, and you can see I'm getting a Sharpie on my fingers a little bit, but that is not the end of the world. Oh, and I gotta do a time check because I have to go into work early today. All right, doing okay. Now the edges of these feel a little bit rough, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I just think it's a cute idea that you can really use, check all your die cuts, because you can make earrings with ovals, circles, squares, rectangles. You know, some of the scallopy rectangles would work. There's so many different shapes that we have just in other, you know, die packs that that you could use for to cut some earrings. So I want to get some alcohol and clean this off for a minute. All right. So I keep alcohol on my desk, and I'm about done. I've got another smaller bottle, but just for like cleaning things, and every time I do this, then I will give my scissors a swipe, just to give them a little clean too. But even, you know, spraying with inks, the alcohol's for good techniques, but just for cleaning stuff. All right. There. All right. Let me put this back. Ugh. And I need my stabbing tool. All right. And a foam. So I bought this pink foam at the Great American Scrapbook or Stampin' Scrapbook Expo or whatever. I bought this thing, and it's supposed to be self-healing, and it was $5, so I thought, well, they're going to get me for $5. But I asked the guy, I'm like, you sure it's self-healing? And he's like, I swear to God it is. So I used it to cut stuff with an X-Acto knife, and I was right. For $5, it's not what it says. It is not self-healing. And I think I'm just going to cut it into smaller pieces so it fits on my desk better. Because I do have a smaller piece of foam but I don't know where it is. So I want this. Jeez. I probably should have done this ahead of time, right? But I'm going to keep this handy just for poking stuff on my desk. Now that I realized that they did beat me for that $5, because it is not self-healing. It's just foam. And I don't remember the brand. I just remember it was pink and I liked it. And I thought, if they beat me for $5, they beat me for $5. Not the end of the world. But now I know. All right, so what do I need this for is I need to poke holes. So I'm going to decide, do I want, I think I'm going to use a smaller dangle. Oh, and I definitely want to use some of these other beads. So like I said, I've got this whole tray full of, let me bring you this. So I want to use a bunch of these. And it seems like I'm not grabbing the right ones. And then, yeah, no, we're just going to use these. Because there's 3 different types in here. So that should be enough. Alright, and I've got silver O-rings. So I'm going to get a couple of those. 1, 2, 3. I think we need 4. So I'm undecided. I think I want to attach them, like attach the bats together with an O-ring. And then have this bat be on a smaller pin with just a few beads. Hi, Peg. So I'm going to, that is what I've decided we're doing. And I'm going to use these smaller ones because the bats themselves add length to the earrings, and I don't want them you know, like just sitting on top of my shoulder. So these are a little bit too long. So I'll put those away. And I'll get 2 of these. Small and silver earrings, which I had. I love when they're right in front of me and then they're not. Oh, here they are. Okay, there's 1 and there's 2. All right. And let me shut that. All right, so poker. So I need to poke this and get it through both layers, okay? And I can see I ripped my paper a little bit. It's still attached though, so I think it's gonna be fine. All right, so O-ring. Oh, and I've got to do the same thing here. I've got to poke him in the top of his head. Maybe I'll be a little bit more gentle with that poking. There. And I really think I need a larger O-ring. Oh, you're funny, Peg. All right. So I've got some of these big O-rings. Yeah, lobotomy for sure. But this would be like a buttotomy because it was like the bottom part. All right. And this is just going to be trial and error to see if I poke the hole big enough. You know what? Since I'm kind of going on the fly here, I don't like the fact that I poked that hole so big that it ripped through his butt. So, okay, can you tell how big that hole is? There's no way I'm going to get this, that same bit through the bottom there. You know what? I'm going to have to redo this, and maybe we just make one of these earrings for now. Because I can get this whole, decisions. If I put it up higher so that it doesn't like poke a hole through his butt, then this O-ring just doesn't have enough room. I'm trying to get this fish through. Okay. So do you see what I mean? If I were to poke this hole even further up, like maybe here, then these would be touching. The bats would be touching, and I don't want that. So I think what I'm gonna go with now is we're just gonna have a single bat. I do like the idea of the layer. That would be cute. However, because of the whole location and size needed, I don't think that's gonna work. All right, and now I don't think I need these bigger ones. So you see, it's a little bit of trial and error figuring this stuff out. All right, where is the... So again, I've got to separate this O-ring. And I'm just going to fish it through here. Oh! All right, I did catch it. Split it a little bit. And this is tricky working on this black because it's hard to see. All right, I do have to go back with the larger O-ring. Only because that's what I can actually see. And all right, now that we're poking though, I don't need this. So I don't know if that pink is better, if it shows up better or not, but I don't care for it. All right, and these are like aluminum. These O-rings, they're very easy to manipulate. All right, so I've got this ready. And now we're gonna do our pins. So let's start with the beads. So this is gonna have a little bit of beading and then a big bat dangle. I think I'm liking that. All right, so I'm holding this. This is our eye pin. And I'm gonna start with one of these that looks like an eyeball. Like it's vanilla with some veins through it, like, yeah, then we'll do a plain black one. And I want some silver. Where are the holes? Oh, tricky. All right, there it is. That is the only part that is hard, is actually seeing it. And this was probably easier when I took this class 5 years ago because my eyeballs worked better. All right, and then we'll do a silver bead. And, oh, drop it. At least it wasn't a huge, very long one. All right. And then, like I said, we need to leave a little bit at the top so we can make that circle that will attach to this. All right, so I'm gonna just take this and twist it. Just a little bit more. This time I'm gonna get it almost closed so that I can just then Whoop. Slide this on like that. And then I just have to close this loop. And I know this is hard to see. And by the way, you know, there are tons of videos on YouTube for making jewelry, making earrings. Like, this is very basic. I've only made a couple of pairs, but this is the general idea. But there's other people that have better videos for the actual, you know, techniques of the jewelry making. I just wanted to show how we could use some Stampin' Up stuff, our accessories. Let me get these other pliers to make some cute stuff. All right, so I'm just trying to squeeze this without breaking anything. Concentrate. All right, I think I'm almost there. I wish I had something that would hold it better. Okay, so it's gonna lay like that, and hopefully this will fit this big, this bigger O-ring. All I needed to do is fit right in here. Perfect. And these bigger ones, yeah, I was able to close that right with my hand. Oh, I really like this. So that is our finished bat earring. I'm not upset about not using the smaller bat at all. I like this. Okay. I'm definitely wearing this to work today. Okay, so let's do the same beads. So I've got eyeball bead and a plain black one. And then one of these, it's like clear tube with black on the inside, and then a silver. And after I get ready for work, I will post a picture of my face with the earrings, so you can see I'm really gonna wear them. All right, and then again with the rounded pliers, I'm gonna hold it and get it almost closed. And then attach it to here. And then I'm gonna try to squeeze it closed. So can you see how open that is? We can't have that. That's why I'm closing these. You want it to be, you know, closed up, because everything, the earring will fall out if this is open at all. All right, let me squeeze. Oh good, that one got it on the first try. Huh, perfect. All right, and then with this, the bigger O-ring, where'd my other back go? Oh, that's right, I already put one on here. So now all I have to do is attach this and give it a close. I really like these bigger ones too, the bigger O-rings, because I can do it with my hands. So how stinking cute are these? Is this picture, is this in frame? And then, I mean, I'm gonna wear these because I like them, the leaves, but I know people are gonna tease me because they look like, I mean, let's just face it, they look like little penises. But cute enough, and I just want you to get the idea. Look through the catalog and see what other dies that you have. Not even the catalog. I should have a batting nail, but I took them off the other day, and I haven't had time to put new ones on. But that was going to be my next set, Sue, is the bats. But yeah, I encourage you, look through your dies. Hey, Susie, look through whatever dies you have. Because like I said, rectangles, circles, ovals. You can cut them out with glitter paper, cut them out with foil, run them through an embossing folder. I think the key, if you're going to use foil paper or the glitter paper, is to use 2 layers. You know, cut facing pieces and then glue them together. And then, because that just makes it a little thicker and sturdier. But yeah, holly dies, if there's any, like the poinsettia dies, just check all your dies. All right. And then one quick reminder before we go is we've got a week left for the Hostess Code. And these were the projects that you're going to get for the Make and Take kit. The apple pie Kit Kat, these 2 frames, and the watercolor, the can. So that's going to be the Make and Take kit. And we've got another week for that. So who knows what I'm going to do next week. I've got a couple things. Maybe 2 acorns. 2 acorns, I see where you're going, but then it's like, would those just be balls? I don't know. Maybe if I had a leaf too or something. Actually, I'm going to look through for some different trinkets, because I may put something else on these, yeah, to make it less bally. But I see where you're going with that. That's funny. But I hope you like these. I hope you have some ideas for, you know, using your stuff, using your paper crafting stash, basically, to make some earrings. So that's it for today, and thanks for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye.